Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Michaela Peters. I have a little bit of time before I have to go pick up my baby from one of my relatives, so I'm going to talk about how my morning went and maybe a little bit about how yesterday went. Yesterday I didn't end up doing a video because I had to get out of the house pretty early. Where did I even go? I don't remember. Cool. I love when my brain doesn't work like that. Oh yeah, I had my final career counseling call, and so then I had to take the baby to my aunt's house so that she could watch the baby while I was on that call. I'm starting to reform my plan for the year. I think I might try to get a summer internship next summer and start applying to those now and kind of lock that in. And one of the reasons why is because, so this morning I had to go meet with a social worker for my Medicaid case. I opened 3 different Medicaid applications. Apparently I now have health coverage for me and my baby until July next year. That's really cool. I may or may not be able to qualify again next year, but even if I get a new job, I can still stay on it. This is really interesting to me because, actually, retrospectively, that probably wouldn't have worked. There's well, I don't know. When you get a job, they give you health insurance, but I'm if you're already through the state and you don't get on the health insurance, will they let you stay on the state? According to this lady, yeah, even if you get a job, you're still on it. So, okay, that's cool. I was really confused about whether my state case or my county case went through. She's telling me my state case went through. I'm a little bit confused because I had marked Blue Cross Blue Shield as the state application and Blue Cross Blue Shield as the FQHC application, and then the one that I applied through at the county social services office, I marked Aetna, and Aetna is the one that I ended up getting awarded. So she said according to the case number, it looked like it was going through the state, but the state just requested additional documentation from me in terms of income and whatever, so I'm still really confused, but it doesn't really matter because I'm covered. It's sort of like this weird neck thing that I was having where it's you're pretty much just never going to know where it came from, and I'm just sort of never going to know how this application got approved and what the actual channel was that made it work out. But next time maybe I'll just send in 3 applications again and hope that one gets approved. So I did show up at this appointment. She's yeah, you don't really need to be here. I'm the only reason I showed up here is because I had preemptive coverage, at this FQHC, Federally Qualified Health Center. It's where you go when you don't have insurance and you need treatment. So I'm so I just wanted to stay eligible for that with the preemptive status, which is why I showed up to this one. The woman who I called on the phone still told me to show up. And she's yeah, I asked her a bunch of questions, what the income limits were. Your income has to be 2,400 USD or below to stay qualified for this. So yeah, a lot of Finnish people at a point, they don't want to have a higher paying job because the taxes start cutting into it so much that it's the difference is negligible. That's kind of how I'm starting to feel, but it's not really just the taxes, it's also the health insurance that really cuts into it. So whatever, I ended up leaving there, and then I was on the street, and I don't know where this guy was from, but he was Spanish speaking. Yeah, I was thinking about how much the gentrification is really unreal where I'm living right now. It's literal, opposite polar ends of the spectrum in terms of wealth. But this guy had a leipä for me, which is actually funny because that's the name of the grocery store in Finland. This is it. It honestly smells good. It apparently has chicken in it. And he gave it to me. He also gave me this bag because he saw I wasn't going to eat it at that moment. Yeah, I did eat breakfast this morning, so I'm not that hungry yet, but I will eat it. It smells delicious. But I'm I don't have any money. I only have $2. And then he's it's okay, it's okay. He's tranquilo. Be calm about it or something. I don't know. And he's where are you from? Are you Brazilian? Because there are a lot of Brazilians in this area too. I'm no, I'm from here. I'm American. And he's oh, but you speak Spanish. And I'm yeah. This is really confusing to people. I actually accidentally ended up at one of my religious thingies yesterday in Spanish. I thought I was going in English, but it's fine. I need to get the baby around Spanish too, so she'll absorb that. And people are wait, you speak Spanish? I'm yeah, badly. Spanish I know is way worse than my Russian at this point because I actually have to actively think about what they're saying, whereas in Russian it's basically automatic at this point. I can't even ignore it. It's just flowing in. Spanish it's I have to focus on it to know what they're saying. So it's really downgraded a lot. But that was pretty interesting that I got a really cheap Alepa for $2 because normally he sells them for $6, and I'm just like, I don't have $6. I literally only have $2. I used to have $6, and then I spent it on soft serve ice cream, which is cash only, but whatever. So that was very nice of him. I appreciated that. And I'm glad that this health insurance disaster is over. Like I said, my new plan is probably try to get pretty aggressive about getting a summer internship. Why? Because if I play it real smart, I might be able to like ride out holding off getting back into the full-time job market. And right now, the job market seems pretty bad. So I think I'll be casually looking. This is like the dating market. The dating market's pretty bad too. So therefore, I don't know. You have to look at everything in terms of economics to make it understandable. Now, I don't know. I mean, I just think in a way technology is like ruining everything. It has its advantages, but it also has its cons. And I was actually thinking about the dating thing this morning. I think the biggest issue is people are getting so into instant gratification that like people are very quick to just like, how can I explain this? It's sort of like being in a relationship is not really providing you with the same level of dopamine that like probably technology and the internet is. So people are like really losing interest, or they feel like people are disposable and they're not really like focusing enough on like one option at a time, and it's just there's just like way too much going on and way too many options. And then it's sort of like this whole thing I've mentioned before where it's like your brain can only really comfortably like compute 7 options at a time. So like when you start throwing in more than that, it's like it's literal analysis paralysis. So yeah, but anyway, I'm feeling a lot more chill. I'm going to hang out with my baby today, I think, go to the beach or something. But yeah, because like it's summer and the weather is not terrible today, so I should probably do that. And I do need to spend some time on the computer, so I have to figure out when to do that. But it's going to be a good day, I think. I'm excited. Yeah. So I think that's everything I have for today, and hopefully we'll have a good weekend. I'm not going to be uploading this weekend because my friend is flying in from Texas and we have a baby shower to go to. Then I have another friend who's coming to visit next week, so the channel might take a hit after that. But I'm really grateful we've got half of the problem solved of my life right now, but just keep on trucking. Until next time, bye.